This was a terrific episode of Monday Night Raw. Coming off the heels of an explosive weekend full of professional wrestling, we certainly did not slow down. The grand return of the original tribal chief OTC1 Roman Reigns. It also featured an amazing gauntlet match to see who would face Gunther for the World Championship at Summerslam.
Springboard! Oh my God! Let him in half!
Along with a 2 out of 3 falls match between Bayley and Lyra Valkyria to see who would face Becky Lynch at SummerSlam for the Women's Intercontinental title.
Valkyria though, that barely ever saw this Nightwing! Nightwing! Lyra's going to SummerSlam!
And I'd be remiss not to mention my Total Divas GOAT Nikki Bella was in action. The show opened up with the new Women's World Champion Naomi, who successfully cashed in her Money in the Bank at Evolution. Naomi would say that she shocked the world. Nobody knew what her next move was gonna be, and that's why it worked out so well.
Bianca, I want you to take a good, cold, hard look at this, because I didn't betray you. I outgrew you.
Then she'd be interrupted by a pissed off Rhea Ripley and Io Sky as Naomi would say, "Y'all can sit at the back of the line now."
But you and her can get y'all entitled asses out my face into the back of the line.
Then Adam Pearce would come out and say, at SummerSlam, you're going to make history because it will be a triple threat match for the World Championship. I'm so happy for Naomi. Her character work, her in-ring ability, and her story arc have been top tier all year long. Meanwhile, in the Judgment Day Clubhouse, JD McDonough was selecting a character in 2K and then he said, okay, that's enough gaming for one day. Finn Balor has hatched a plan to bolster the tag titles for when Liv comes back. Then we saw Kairi and Asuka against Raquel and Roxanne.
Asuka blasts Raquel. Running hip attack, takes Raquel down to the floor. Watch out, Roxanne!
Also, as you can tell, this is another week in a row where there's still no Pat McAfee. Dominic gets on the apron and distracts the referee as the Kabuki Warriors were about to win. He continues to cause distractions until Roxanne manages to win with the help of Raquel.
And a win for the Judgment Day!
Then there was an interview with the Faction. Heyman says Rollins has until next June to cash this in. It's gonna be fine. It's not relevant to what Braun Breaker finna do tonight. Braun Breaker is heading to SummerSlam to beat Gunther. I also just want to say, after a great LA Knight interview during the commercial break, they showed a clip of George Kittle super kicking The Miz at a golf event in Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe, like the same one from hit reality show Total Divas? Man, I can't believe this. They're making Total Divas locations into real places. That's crazy. But then Bayley took on Lyra Valkyria in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Winner faces Becky at SummerSlam.
In the face of Bayley, not afraid to trash talk, and Bayley with a slap across the face, roll up here, got her.
Bayley would score a quick first fall, but after the adverts, Lyra got her pin back on Bayley. Then Bayley had the crossface locked in, and like her old bestie Mercedes Moné, pushed herself off the ropes to get back into the ring, but Lyra would counter that into an incredible Nightwing to head to SummerSlam.
Barrier though, that barely ever saw this Nightwing! Nightwing! Lyra's going to SummerSlam!
A great match, and Becky even comes down after the match to confront her challenger before SummerSlam. Then Michael Cole on commentary said this after.
I'll tell you, I love women's professional wrestling.
Me too, Maggle, me too. Then backstage, Stephanie Vaquer looks ahead to Clash in Paris, where she'll fight for the Women's World title.
La Primavera, which I believe in Spanish means loser.
Then as Stephanie goes to respond, Chelsea says, you can look, but you can't touch. I've got a match with a Hall of Famer. You'll be safe. Then before Total Diva legend Nikki Bella took on future Total Diva Chelsea Green, we heard from her husband of future Total Diva newbie Scarlett carry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for who I've become.
Sami Zayn is hurt. Scarlett, do you believe that?
He's a liar.
I think so too.
Karrion Kross is finally getting cinematic vignette. Yeah, he's gonna be world champion by December. I've seen the vision. You'll be safe.
Sami Zayn is hurt. My ass! And don't come back to work until you are ready to tell the world the truth. Kross told the truth.
Back to the action, Nikki was fighting through the distractions of the Secret Harvest. Chelsea would almost get off and unpretty her as she also unleashed her nasty side at ringside.
Driven into the barricade by Chelsea Green, who was taken over.
But in the end, Nikki would win after a rack attack.
Is it enough? Down goes Chelsea Green. Nikki with the win.
Then Stephanie Vaquet would come out to save Nikki from a further beatdown as they both stood tall.
Vaquet has her sights set on the clash in Paris, but looks all too eager to make a detour through the Secret Harvest. Ooh!
I don't just call her Stephanie Vaquet because of Nikki's mess up that one time, but I say it because Stephanie Vaquet will be her gimmick when she pulls up in Cabo. Nuff said. Meanwhile, hilariously, the New Day are still going through the stages of grief. Then these guys say to Adam Pearce, "We got you some genuine human hair. Now when do we get our rematch?" Then Pearce runs into the Judgment Day and questions how an injured Dominic has so much energy and had so much energy out there for the match.
I mean, it was the adrenaline in my soul. Also, I'm tender, and you know, I'm not actually cleared. So
he shows off the doctor's note again, and Pearce is like, we're reevaluating you next week. And if the doctor says you're good, then you're going one-on-one with the Phenom, the phenomenal one at SummerSlam, sucker. Genuinely one of the funniest stories ongoing on Monday Night Raw. I love every bit of it.
I'm not cleared, AJ. God, please don't let him do this to me. I'm not cleared, AJ. Don't listen to him, God.
Then Sheamus says Pearce agreed Rusev was a dirty, cheating bastard, so they're having a rematch.
He agrees that you're a dirty, cheating bastard.
Gunther talks about how he finished off Bill Goldberg and wonders who's next.
I choked him out and I ended the myth of Bill Goldberg. Who's next?
Heyman and Breakker interrupt and are cut off by Gunther before he can finish his shtick. Gunther says, "I'm leaving," and Braun says, Heyman says, "You haven't been speared until you've been speared by Braun Breaker." Heyman says Braun Breaker is the next big thing. He's the big dog. This is his yard.
Braun Breaker is the next big thing. Braun Breaker is the big dog. Well, this is Braun Breaker's yard.
God, I know he's shrouded in controversy, but I would love Brock Lesnar versus Braun Breaker, you know?
He's a Steiner.
Oh my God. Chills. Literal chills. And he might have just been right as Breaker speared the life out of Penta.
Springbuster! Run him in half!
Then came LA Knight, who was dealing with a rib injury. He gave out some initial offense, but Breaker was so dominant. He eventually puts LA Knight away as Jey Uso comes down, takes out Breaker, and then continues yeeting. You know the drill.
Comes Uso, suicide dive, wipes out Breaker. Has to run it back.
Jey very nearly beat Breaker until Big Bronson Reed got involved. Jey got speared, and you know the rest.
Oh, damn it! Big Bronson Reed! Come on now! Spear by Breaker!
Then CM Punk would emerge as the final man in the gauntlet, and through more faction distractions and Jey Uso delivering a helping assist, Punk is now your #1 contender.
Breaker up top! Go to sleep! Punk's going to Summerslam!
Such a fun gauntlet match, and seeing Punk and Breaker cook was really a treat. So excited for Punk versus Gunther in New Jersey. After the match, both men would continue to be beaten down by the faction until we would see the long-awaited return of...
The OTC Spear!
Roman Reigns is back as he cleans house of Airbnb and confronts CM Punk for a brief moment after dapping up his cousin.